I'm Brian Anderson, and with me tonight, Grant Hill and Tim Legler. And down on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. So Sacramento will get the first possession here. Westbrook taking his time here. Pass to DeRozan. Zion Williamson grabs. The miss.
Defense did just enough to force that miss. I really expected him to get two there.
Well, Grant, when Zion is doing what he does best, it changes everything for the Pels.
Yeah, he bends defenses and brings a force that few teams can answer. With him in rhythm, they're not just dangerous, they're different.
Here's Levine. After the Pelicans picking up a basket a moment ago. Here's Weber. No good off the glass.
I don't know if you can credit the defense for that. It was just a missed opportunity.
Cousins. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It goes on Russell Westbrook. New Orleans shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. Well, two of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, BA, but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
Yeah, that one's good.
We know Russ can do this. He's averaged double-digit assists numerous times in his career.
Here's Spears. Pass to Cousins. Shoots over Sabonis. Shot clock at 6. Williamson misses. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. On the wing, DeRozan. Here's Weber. Fades away. And the shot goes down. Weber's got his second bucket of the game. Driving in. Spears. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
A good finish. Spears has some serious explosion to his game.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Doug Christie gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Coach showed nothing but respect for Derek White. He told me White is the ultimate glue guy. He's not worried about his stats. Instead, he fills in the gaps and does whatever is necessary to help his team win. He is truly an unselfish player. Brian, back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Pass to Williamson. Oh, some solid D from DeRozan. And that one's good.
And DeRozan is fearless, not afraid of getting inside and going up to score.
So timeout called here, the first for New Orleans. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Here's Spears. Hey, from long range. Weber pulls it in. Now here's Westbrook. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Just an elite decision maker. Westbrook makes strong reads in the pick and roll.
Young looking over the floor, going inside. And here's Cousins. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
When it comes to attacking the lane, Westbrook is incredible. One of the best drivers in the league.
Cousins with it. He's got 6. Outside for Bay. Shot clock at 5. Back to Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
Here's Westbrook. Deflected. And so the ball out of bounds. Bay touched it last. "30 seconds left in the opening quarter. Here's Levine. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Here's Fears. There's the drive. And Russell Westbrook pulls it down. And the layup is good off the glass. Westbrook's got 6 points.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the three ball.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Sacramento on top. They lead by 2. Go. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, for the Kings, what jumps out at you stat-wise?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Early offense in this league is key. You've got to score before the defense can set up in the half court.
And Grant, after last season, a new front office taking over in Sacramento, trying to get them back in the playoffs.
Yeah, and after ending their record-breaking postseason drought in 2023, the last 2 years have seen the Kings again outside the playoffs. They're restless to get back there in the mix.
It's Simmons with a drive. Count it.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
And one thing I've learned through the years is no matter the situation, there are always adjustments you can make.
Yeah, I just don't think right now they're doing a good enough job of hunting the right mismatches.
Rebounded by New Orleans. Williamson outside. Inside. Here's Messi. And he jams it home with authority.
You can tell Zion values sharing the ball. He knows he can't win it alone out there.
And Simmons, here we go. Can't hit from in close.
Coach loves the execution, just not the result. That's okay. That's part of the process.
White for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
And they've really been more consistent from the field this quarter.
Right side Simmons. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Yeah, an elite passing forward. Simmons just dropping a dime.
Pass to Messi. Outside White. 6 on the shot clock. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. The Kings trailing. Now Simmons. Outside Murray. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time.
Yeah, this is the kind of confidence you love seeing. Murray not thinking twice at all about firing away.
Here's Queen. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Here's Simmons. And the ball out of play. The Pelicans will have it. And the Pelicans call time here. So both teams making some changes here. And Grant, when talking about certain players, we hear expressions like, he does the little things, or he does the dirty work. What does all that mean exactly?
You know, it's about what doesn't show up in the box score. Setting good screens, winning those 50-50 balls, hustling back on defense. Often, it's just as important as putting up those points.
Here's Queen. Rebound by Sacramento. Following this one, they get to host the Bulls. And they'll be right in the middle of a 5-game homestand. To the paint. Here's Sabonis. And Sabonis slams it in.
At almost 7 feet tall, you gotta push Sabonis farther away. When you don't, he just dunks it with ease.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, guys. Keegan Murray wants to excel at both ends, and he said, quote, "My defense wasn't where it needed to be, so I got a little faster, a little stronger, tried to figure out how to be physical defensively and be effective. Them trusting me to guard helps the other guys so they can focus more on offense." Ryan, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. And it's good for 2.
And after not scoring in the first, he's finally starting to get into a groove.
Well, Grant, how do you slow down Zion Williamson?
Oh, glad I didn't have to, B.A. Obviously, you've got to play him for the drive and keep him in front of you. And when he gets anywhere near the paint, you have to bring the help.
51 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, Zion! Vicious!
If Zion gets that close to the rim, you are at his mercy.
Westbrook drives. It's tipped. And he's able to get it back. Monk looking around. Takes the 3. Buries it from 3. Monk's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Queen misses. And so it's Westbrook who will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Driving inside. Banked it in off the glass. Westbrook's got 8.
Want to score in the NBA? Hicks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Here's Young. And that's not going to go. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Kings ahead. They lead by 3. And will return shortly. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Out to the wing. Now here's Cousins. Over to the wing. Here's Messi. No good on the triple.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
Westbrook left side. Here's Weber. Outside Levine. Oh, Levine in the paint.
Proving once again, Levine is not all dunks and threes.
And in the draft lottery, the Pelicans falling 4 spots, Tim. The 3rd worst record last season, but earning the number 7 pick.
Well, B.A., they have had a streak of bad luck when you really think about it. They're looking to rise above those setbacks and finally deliver on their potential.
New Orleans shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Tim, the 21st pick in 2024. And Yves Messi's NBA career is off to an encouraging start.
Yeah, Brian, this big guy has quickly emerged as a nightly double-double threat. One of the most physically gifted centers in the league.
Westbrook, that's good.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
And one thing about this league we know, momentum can change in an instant.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, quick off the floor. Fear showing he can play above the rim.
Sacramento leading by 5. Westbrook into the lane. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. So both teams changing it up here. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Pass to Cousins. Now Messi. Right side Young. Over Simmons. And the Pelicans miss again.
Yeah, just 25% to start this half. They're going to have to start getting higher percentage shots.
Achua with the dunk.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
Pass to Cousins. Clock at 6. Now Howard. White for 3. And the foul on DeMarcus Cousins. That's his first foul.
Did he think he could get away with that? It was a pretty obvious call.
And the ref agrees with you. That's just not a smart play on his part.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Simmons. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Outside Young. Pass to Cousins. Outside White. Fires from deep. DeRozan with the rebound. Sacramento leading by 9. Releases. It's good from the top of the key. DeRozan's got his second bucket on the night.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
1:03 left in the third quarter. And that one's good. Simmons. And the Kings lead by 13.
They're really working the paint now.
To the middle. Stop the drought. And Cousins throws it down.
You know, he's smaller for the center position by NBA standards, but his leaping ability more than makes up for his lack of height.
Yep, count it. 6 points for him.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Their offense is cooking right now, and that's because the execution has been there.
You know, that was an excellent play right there, using his strength to power through contact.
New Orleans shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. And the free throw, no good. The Kings lead by 11. Here's DeRozan. DeRozan gets inside and scores.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
And so it's Sacramento liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 50. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. When we talk about NBA wings, Legs, what are the most important skills in your mind?
Well, everybody's going to talk about scoring and also being able to defend your position. But for me, to become an elite wing, you also have to be able to create, add that escapability with your handle.
Pass to Murray. Here's Weber. Outside Monk. The 3 is up. Good work defensively by White. Pelicans trail by 15. To the inside. Here's Queen. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
And Young isn't just a scorer. He also takes pleasure in creating opportunities for others.
White with the steal. Here we go. Pass to Queen. He got a piece of it. Murray attacks. And he gets the bucket.
And on the fast break, Murray is a threat. We know he loves cutting through any opposition and getting himself a shot.
Here's Queen. Williamson inside. And Williamson throws it down.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. And Westbrook slams it home.
And look at Westbrook lifting off, taking flight off the drive for a big dunk.
The Pelicans call timeout. Keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Over the last break, I listened to the Pelicans coach address his team. He did his best to light a fire under them, saying, we have to fight. Now is the moment. We have to come out of this deficit swinging. Guys?
Thanks for that, Allie. Sabonis in the post. Oh, no good on the layup. Pelicans trail by 15. Williamson. Tim, you look at Zion's play. Steady growth as a passer.
Well, he has more than doubled his rate of assists since his rookie year, while keeping his turnover numbers pretty stable. Brian, that makes him even more lethal offensively. And when healthy, Zion Williamson remains an intriguing and remarkably explosive talent. The key moving forward is just consistently being available to play.
Coaches love to see ball movement, especially when it gets you that kind of look.
Oh, Sabonis with the steal. LaVine fires. Can't get the three.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
Here's Williamson. Knocked loose. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession here.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, that'll give them something to think about.
Here's the floater. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. LaVine outside, puts up the tray. Oh, the shot is off. Pelicans trail by 15. Williamson on the move. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
And there's an assist for Zion. And don't forget, point Zion has become a real thing. Williamson can make good decisions with the basketball.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Williamson with it. He's picked up by LaVine. White. Oh, off target from downtown. Sacramento leading by 13.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Kings.
You love how they push the ball at every opportunity.
Yeah, they really dictated the pace, and it really paid off.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
And propelling them to a solid win, it was a night of big plays for Russell Westbrook.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch. Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
They are playing with so much confidence. They've been clutch all the way around.
DeRozan! Cleared away by White. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Yes, sir! Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
So no problem home for Sacramento as they get the win. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.